Hey guys, it's Carrie here. I'm back with another cozy vlog. This time we'll be showing you guys a behind the scene of my Artist Alley, my latest one in Atlanta, Georgia for Atlanta Comic Con. And this was Thursday, the night before the convention, because this convention is 3 days long. The table was $300, so I went in the day before to set up, and this is how it looked like. The Artist Alley table, Artist Alley area. And Artist Alleys are basically places where artists and dealers can sell their artwork. And so I tabled at this one, and then I packed up for the night because the convention was the next day. So I made sure to just set up my giant pole of my giant prints with my artwork. And later that night, I decided to print some more prints as just backup of some of my bestsellers. Since I have tabled at conventions before, I'm gonna be slowly rolling out the vlogs for more of my past conventions, because this convention was actually in February of this year. So I was really stressed out as normal. I really wish I was more prepared. It's really hard to be prepared for these things, at least for me. I don't know how other people do it, but I was running on like 3 hours of sleep. I didn't need to stay up to do this the night before. I did have enough prints from previous conventions, but I wanted to stock up, and there was some stuff I didn't have in this big size. This big size of prints is 13 by 19 inches, and I print them in my home printer, and then I put them in these giant clear sleeves. And I put the preview of them on that back stand so that way people could see what I have to offer. I currently do not sell these on my online shop yet, because I haven't found a way to ship them without really damaging. But I'm looking at ways so that way I can do that, since those are normally my bestseller at cons. Since my artwork is super bright, it tends to appeal a lot to younger kids and families that are trying to get stuff for their younger kids, and some people my age. So yeah, I just do a lot of fan art in terms of these conventions, and I was just vibing. That's why you guys see me dancing. I was just playing loud music in my office. And it was really nice and relaxing. I was really excited to do my very first convention in Georgia, since as you guys know, I moved to Georgia around like 6 months ago. I used to live in Florida. I mostly did Florida cons, so I was so excited. I applied to a bunch of Georgia cons, because for these conventions you have to apply months prior, and I was not able to get into some of my favorite ones. I really wanted to get into MomoCon and Dragon Con, but those ones were super competitive to get in. So when I got the acceptance letter for this convention, I was just like super blown away. Yeah, so now that I've done enough prints, I put them in this giant sleeve, so I make sure they're protected and they're not bent. And it was nice. It was really nice. But now time for our sponsor, JSJJ. I got some cool stuff from their website. They're a manufacturer that's been making enamel pins and magnets for the past 20 years. And I decided to get magnets done of Anya with my artwork. And they turned out so nice, and it's so vibrant. I'm actually selling those on my online shop right now. I also did a magnet of Aqua, this Aqua drawing I did. And it's such a good quality. I definitely recommend JSJJ for your needs. They also had enamel pins, so I made enamel pins on my logo. I'm sorry I'm going through everything so fast. I also got some stickers done from them. I really liked how the back is easy to peel, so that's a nice factor, and it's waterproof, because I know with these conventions it's hard to make everything at home, and it could be really time consuming. So I'm showing you guys the difference between my own stickers I made at home versus the JSJJ one. I know I went through it super fast, but the JSJJ one is much better quality. I know how difficult it is to find manufacturers when you're selling at an Artist Alley, so JSJJ is your one stop for that, since they can turn your artwork into a bunch of cool things. I especially really like the pin of my logo. It came out super nice quality, and they offer free shipping in the US, Canada, and more. So thanks to JSJJ for sponsoring this segment of the video. And now if you guys are gonna see the painstaking option of making stickers last minute at home. My Cricut was not cooperating with me at all. It was the most frustrating things because the stickers I got from JSJJ, I didn't get a lot of designs for. I really wish I did. I didn't plan ahead since I got the acceptance letter for this convention, like I believe like a couple weeks before the convention, which is like really stressful because normally you get these things months advance, and oh, it just was so frustrating. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to make some more of my other bestsellers. I got the sparkly sticker paper off Amazon, and my Cricut was just like not cutting it. I don't know if it's because it was super too reflective, but a lot of them like didn't come out right. I was super stressed. I think around this time, it was around 2-3 a.m. the day of the convention. So, but thankfully I still had some reservoir of some stickers, but I wanted to bring as much as possible. So I still put the oopsie stickers in there and tried to like sell them for a quarter or something like that to try to make some profit back, maybe. But oh man, so I tried making my regular holographic sticker, and that didn't come out well either. I decided to just kind of stop it halfway because I was like, I'm not gonna ruin another whole sticker paper. I'd rather just get the rest of these by hands at the convention. Yeah, so there's just some things that you just but right now I'm gonna be making some pencil cases. I decided last minute to kind of do these. I made like 2 of these designs just to see how they would sell. I have one of Venti that I designed, and I'm using heat transfer paper to permanently press my drawing into the pencil case using my heat press. So that's what I'm doing now. I really enjoyed these. I really liked how these turned out because normally I use a different process to make them. Which is sublimation, but my sublimation printer was not working the day before this convention. Oh, but it came out so nice. Look at the vibrancy. So it's just like a layer film on top. I had a lot of fun with this one. I was so happy when at least this one worked out because I'm like, you know what, I won't have stickers, which is like I try to have like a variety of things on my table in terms of price point, because I know my big prints are like my main money maker, but then I try to have some more affordable things like with the stickers, and then in between that I have like merch because I do make my mouse pads at home as well, and tiny notebooks, which I didn't get a chance to make before this convention, so I don't have much footage of that for this vlog, but in my other studio vlogs and Artist Alley vlogs, I'll be showcasing those. So that's my heat press. It's just a giant, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a giant iron, pretty much. So I did both sides, and it came out so good. I did Venti and Ganyu from Genshin Impact. Sadly I don't own both characters in game because I'm not that lucky. I'm gonna try to roll for Ganyu this week in Genshin. Oh man. But yeah, I drew this, I designed it in Photoshop, and I prepared all of this and made everything at home. And that was one of the least stressful things I made, and I'm so happy how it turned out. I know I just kind of am just like repeating myself for this part, but it's just a lot of tedious work being a working artist. Not a lot, I struggle with words. It's a lot of tedious work. I'm not always drawing 24/7. A lot of times I'm making merch. The reason I chose to make a lot of my merch, especially when it comes to new products, if I can do it, is because I can make as little as possible so that I could see how well it does before investing a ton of money. So here's how well of them turned out. I will be having these two on my online store, shop.caretube.com. I'm gonna have them as many pre-orders to see how well they do, since I only made like a few of these just so that way I can like see how well they will do at the convention. This is about how many pencil cases it can hold, and yeah. Morning. I just woke up. I don't feel like showing myself, but this is the first day of the convention. It's Friday now, and I'm so stressed out. I don't have everything done, but I sent everything to my iPad so I could be working during convention hours. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but if today's slow, then it'll be to my benefit. If it's not, I still do have some items from the past con. I packed everything up and put it in the hallway. My office, I try to put it back as much as possible so I don't trip. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna get there in time, but I'm just gonna take my time, get ready before I'm running in like 4 hours of sleep. Today I'm Sailor Mercury! That's how the whole cosplay looked, but I need to go to the store, so I de-cosplayed a little bit so people wouldn't look at me weird. People still looked at me weird, but at least this way I look more like I'm dressing like a schoolgirl, cute. Went to Publix, got some Publix sub, and yeah, I had a helper for today because I don't know how people can do these Artist Alley solo. It's a whole lot of work, so I'm so thankful to my friend for driving me. This is my Kiki bag because I thought it was so cute. I thought it matched because, you know, Sailor Moon, the cat from Sailor Moon. And then stopped by Walmart for some snacks and coffee. I'm gonna zoom in on it. My timing was so off. But yeah, it's so awkward filming in public. That's why like these angles are kind of awkward. Like I'm just moving super fast, even though I have a really tiny camera. Nobody really knows what I'm using, but yeah. It's really awkward being outside and filming. Now we're at a convention. I'm back fully in cosplay. I have my bow back. I feel like a true magical girl again. This is walk around in the convention. Guys, I'm super nervous and I was super nervous. But yeah, it was nice. The first day was super slow. As you guys could see, it was pretty empty, so that means it's not very good for business. I did not make much sales that day, but I was running low on sleep that I just... But yeah, here's a time lapse of me building my table. Thanks to the help of my friend, and I took over from here. This is the gist of Artist Alley. You get a table, but you're the one who have to bring all this decoration yourself and make it pretty. And actually, I really enjoy this aspect. It's really fun. Like, see, I put the pencil cases right there. So that's like the fun part, I feel like, about Artist Alleys, especially when you get to sell in person. You see people walking by. You get like true real-time interaction about how someone reacts to your art. Okay, testing on 2, 3. I don't even know this is recording, but woo! I finished setting up my table. Oh my gosh, I almost destroyed it. And today is Friday, the first day of the convention. Right now it's, oh my gosh, I don't even have my watch on. I think it's around like 3 o'clock. And I just finished setting up. This is super awkward, but yeah, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. This is my first convention in Atlanta, and it's very slow right now. I've done other conventions before in Miami and South Florida, and normally it picks up pace, but I think people here are a bit more conservative. I also heard that this con wasn't the best investment because it was, in the past, it was competing with one of the other big conventions here in Atlanta, which is Anime Week in Atlanta. I thought this time will be easier since, not easier, be better since it's earlier in the year, but we'll see. And yeah, I wanted to be super outgoing, go around, talk to people, but I don't have the social battery. And I don't even know if I'm in frame because my camera is super tiny.
Hopefully people don't think I'm weird, but again, it's not super dummy packed here. I'm hoping tomorrow gets better. For now, I think I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna finish up some drawings and we'll see. And
guys, I did the thing. I tried talking live in the middle of my vlog and it was terrifying. It was terrifying. I know I keep saying the word awkward, but oh man, these things are so nerve-wracking. But yeah, here's a close-up of my table. I was really proud of it. I love design and interior design and all of that. So that's one of the fun things about Artist Alley is that I get to combine that with my artwork. The hardest part is talking to people though. So that's why, oh man, if you're feeling this way, it's okay. Make sure you have a friend with you, a more extroverted friend than you, because that's what I had in my previous Artist Alleys. But in this one, I wasn't able to, since I'm in a new state, and my friend that was there with me was outside watching our car. That's a whole long story, but yeah, that was me trying to like promote the work. I was trying to film a TikTok and to say, oh, I'm here, but I was super nervous. But you know what, that's the point, to get out of your comfort zone. That's why I like these things. It forces me to talk. It forces me to like push my art onto people, I guess, because you gotta get people's attention, but not in like a salesy way. You can't just like sit there and say, oh, hey little mama, you like this cute anime girl, this is for you. I guess you could do that, but I feel like that might be too disturbing to your neighbors. But yeah, if anyone else can relate. But yeah, I did meet one cool person at this convention. Her name was Haris. She was dressed as Moon Girl. Look at this, it was so cute. Normally at these conventions, I love taking pictures with other cosplayers, but this one, I was too shy. I didn't get to do as much. Yeah, she bought a sticker from me. And also, these people were so cool. They came up to me and then I found their table. They were so nice. They gave me a lot of tips. Oh man, I wish I got more chance to talk to them. But yeah, I went back to being a hermit and just like kind of draw. Cause like this was the first convention where I was like kind of do it by myself most of the time, and it was so awkward talking to people. I know I keep saying the word awkward. I don't have a better vocabulary, but yeah, this was like a drawing of Nezuko. I started it on my computer. I have a time lapse of it in a previous video. This is another character from League of Legends that I was like finishing up, and now I'm like packing up. Because the day was going by slow. I was super hungry. I was super tired. So I was like, you know what, let me wrap it up. Let me like get some work done and maybe, yeah. And then I saw this person. While I was cleaning up, I wish I had the energy that she had. Oh man, I feel like, oh man, these conventions. And then I just put a sheet over it. I kind of just pack up. That's kind of how it goes in these conventions. But yeah, what I was saying earlier, I was like, I really am so thankful for Clip Studio Paint because I can like sync everything on all platforms. So I could start a draw on my computer, finish on my iPad, and now we go over to the next day. And yeah, traffic, Atlanta traffic is the worst. It's a lot cooler today, so I had to customize my cosplay. Not exactly. Oof, Tokyo Mew Mew, but definitely has my own flair to it, which feels nice. This was my outfit the second day. I was supposed to be Tokyo Mew Mew, Ichigo, and I saw this cool cosplayer in the bathroom. I was like, oh, let me take a cool shot of you. She didn't have an Instagram, so I didn't like it. And I was walking back, I saw Negan from cosplayer from The Walking Dead. And that was the second day, and I was just so frustrated from the first day with driving. There was a lot of parking issues at this convention that I decided to just like pack up early and not even come back. I did not enjoy this convention very much. That is why there is no day 3 footage. and I got very frustrated the second day in terms of parking. Not because that this convention was booming and busting with attendees. No, it's because there's so many other events going on in downtown Atlanta. Typical. There was a soccer game, this ballet game, road closure, and trying to find parking was extremely hard, even if you did come early. And in terms of just like the convention scene, I just don't think it's been my strong suit. I haven't been making a whole lot of profits in terms of these conventions, and again, I'm still very new to doing them, and they require a whole different set of skills. But this convention, and particularly from what I've heard from other artists, hasn't been the best investment since 2019. There hasn't been many foot traffic. I thought another aspect that could affect that was because of the economy, but I've done other conventions a couple months ago where that wasn't as much of an issue. Maybe it was a different demographic, but I felt like this convention did not promote the Artist Alley as much as other conventions I've been to. They focus solely on the celebrity aspect. I felt like there wasn't much to do at this convention in terms of panels and events compared to what I'm used to. I've tabled at Florida SuperCon last year. That was my best conventions in terms of like trying to break even. I'm not like these other artists here on YouTube that are making more than 6 figures in a couple of days. But again, I'm also very new to this, and I feel like it requires a whole different set of skills for me since I'm not very extroverted, and also think it matters in terms of the types of fan arts you do too. There's a lot of people that I noticed that they focus on one genre. I did a bunch of random fan art, so I feel like that could have affected it too. On a business mindset, it wasn't the best. I almost didn't want to post this vlog, but I really like how my table turned out, and it was my first convention in Georgia. Even though it was an L from me, I still thought it would be valuable for you guys, since I know my audience is other young aspiring artists like myself, because I'm still learning. I still want to be an animator and these other skills, but I also need to make some income in the meantime. So these are other avenues that I've tried that haven't quite yet succeeded for me, and it made me realize that the convention scene is just probably just not for me right now, in terms, because like you're kind of at the beck and call of these companies. It's like a lottery to get in, and when you do get in, you don't have as much agency over where you're placed. You don't have a lot of control in terms of your income to make it as consistent for me. I can be wrong. I'm more than happy to try it out in the future. I wasn't as prepared. I came late on the first day, and I probably missed out on a couple of sales before then, but it was super dead. So I'm not like just making excuses. It's just like my thoughts that I'm sharing. I'm gonna continue making artist studio vlogs to show you guys different ways that I'm trying to monetize my work. I'm gonna focus more on my online shop and sharing the different things I've been making, so that way I can recoup back some of the investments I made with some of those equipment. That's why I'm really thankful for today's sponsor, which was JSJJ, one of the manufacturer, because it isn't always as cost effective to make everything at home. Sometimes it's better to buy a few designs where it's like you spend like $50 on versus spending thousands of dollars on equipment and things just like taking much longer to work out. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna overcome this, but it's just not in my strong suit. But I still do enjoy anime conventions. Since I'm a huge geek, it's a place where I feel a little bit less socially awkward in terms of talking about my interests. I can still talk to people a little bit, just not to my full extent. So yeah, I hope this this video was insightful or encouraging to any of you guys looking to apply to Artist Alley, or just if you're just wondering what goes on behind the scenes of like putting something like that, if you've ever been into these comic conventions. If you guys would like to support me, please check out my online shop, shop.caretube.com. I plan to have so many goodies up on the shop soon and do a revamp. I'm trying to sell off my current stock for this convention so I can make back some of the table costs. And I also have a Patreon, and if you can't support me financially, it's alright. I appreciate you watching my videos, liking, and just taking your time out of your day to hear me talk and share my life's journey. That means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!